Hello, my name is Robert Means, and I'll be talking to you about the steps needed to brand your business as an entrepreneur. There's a quote by Simon Sinek that I connected with as a consumer and a potential entrepreneur. Um, People don't buy what you do; they buy why you do it. The goal is not to do business with everybody that needs what you have. The goal is to do business with people who believe what you have. So I like this quote because when starting a business, you must be passionate about what you're selling. You also must believe what you're selling. There will be big brand competitors that you're competing against that already have, loyal customers, and most likely unlimited marketing funds. So finding ways to differentiate your business through a brand building process is extremely important. All of us are consumers at some point, and we all want to feel connected to the brands that we buy. Sometimes to the point where price doesn't determine if we purchase a product or not. If we trust the brand, then we're loyal to it. We'll buy it. But today I want to talk to you. I want to walk you through ways to discover the purpose of your brand, how to identify the target audience and competitors, and ways to choose, a business name. But first, let me start off by talking about what changes you want your business to bring to the world. So, when building a brand, you need to know its purpose. In an article from roundpeg.com, it talked about how consumers' purchase behavior is based on how they value the brand. That's why it's so important that you know the purpose behind your brand. It asks questions like, why does your business exist? What makes your business different? Um, why should people care about your brand? These are questions that will allow you to build a foundation of your brand. So when I think of a consumer who I have a strong connection to, I think of Nike. I'm a big fan of Nike. Um, Nike connects with consumers of all different demographics. Why? Because they have a reputation for quality, and their product make people feel good about themselves. They brand tells like their consumers to just do it. So they have a clear mission, and they're very passionate about making anyone believe that they can actually be an athlete. This is a great example of how a company has branded its products. So now that we have discussed ways to discover of the purpose of your brand, let's shift our focus to ways to identify your target audience and competitors. Before you start making decisions about your brand, you need to research who your target audience and competitors are. In an article, 10 Steps to Building a Brand to Reach Your Target Audience, it discussed how defining your audience is arguably, the most important step in building your brand. To me, this makes sense because you have to evaluate and identify who you plan on selling your products to, and you need to know who you're competing against. Both of these factors are huge in being able to establish your business in the market. If you narrow down your target audience by demographics, you can make your brand messages reach the right audience. For example, instead of targeting all women, target women that are between the ages of 18 and 24. Also, study your competitive brands and the well known in the market. So, now that we have discussed ways to discover the purpose of your brand and ways to identify your target audience and competitors, it's time to choose a business name. So, when you're choosing a name for a business, it's one of the largest commitments that you have to decide, as a business owner. In the article, How to Choose Your Brand Name in 5 Simple Steps, it was concluded that brand names with repetitively regulated names have a more positive reaction from consumers. There's no special method to choosing a business name, but it needs to resonate with your consumers. Is it meaningful, unique, and simple? Knowing these criteria will allow your business name to be easily remembered by your consumers. Choosing the right name can differentiate you from your competitors and allow a more positive reaction from your consumers. Your business name is an asset to your brand, and you need to understand what makes it different from your competitors. When choosing a business name, keep it short and simple. Um, you know, make sure it's not to be too specific because it may limit your ability later to develop multiple products. Take Foot Locker for example. They're known for selling shoes, but they also have other wearable items. By not calling themselves Foot Locker shoes, they're able to sell a larger variety of products. So, in conclusion, your brand purpose is a powerful driver for your business. It tells your consumers who and it differentiates you from your competitors. So like remember to be honest with yourself and operate from a place of why instead of what. This will help you clearly articulate your intent of to your consumers. So being able to understand ways to discover the purpose of your brand, to identify the target audience and competitors, and to choose a business name will allow you to create a strong connection that cannot be duplicated by any other brands. We are all consumers, and I think that we can agree that brand loyalty and trust is extremely important. If we trust a product, we will overlook the cost and we'll forgive it for any of its flaws. Um, there are many businesses that will sell similar products. The key is to sell the product better than them. Remember, the brand building process is a blueprint for your business.